Really quick before this video starts, if you're looking for some Elden Ring runes or some kind of items from the game or whatever that you don't want to obtain yourself, these guys here will obtain them for you. Shout out to aoeah.com. Their link will be in the description, and use code TBE for 3% off at your checkout. Hey guys, the Editor. I'm coming at you guys with probably the best rune farm in the game of Elden Ring, and the location will be right here under the map though, so it's a little bit trickier to get to. But to do this, the bad thing is you're gonna have to have at least beaten the game. I know that's a huge requirement, but if you do beat the game, you have an opportunity to grab this item. This is the item that you're gonna need to do this. It requires 22 faith, 24 dexterity, and 14 strength. Now, if you have beaten the game and you don't have those stats, you can make your way to Rune, and you can do this thing called a respec, or a rebirth as it's called in this game. And as long as you have a something liver, sacred liver, whatever the actual thing is, you'll be able to respec and then put points into something, like put points into faith or dex, whatever you don't have, and you'll be able to use the LT on this thing, aka like the default Ash of War of this thing. And this is the sword, and I do recommend upgrading it, because if you don't, you won't be one hit killing these things, and that's what you want. Mine is +9. I didn't want to +10 it, but I feel like at a +5 it would work good enough, depending if you're on a new game plus or not. Really, all this farm is for is if you want to grind before you start a new journey, which is starting a new game plus. That's really all this is for. Now, we're not on a new game plus, we're on a regular new game, so you'll see exactly how many runes you get from this. Now, do keep in mind we will have a gold scarab on. Like I said, the location is right here on the map. Now, from one sweep of this thing, if we stand like right here, hit our LT, and we do that, as you can see, it kills a whole bunch of enemies down there. We got like 25,000. Sometimes you'll get more or less, depending, however many you hit. It uses a ton of faith points, so I have to come down here and reset it. And when you do that, then you can come right back, do it again. Zoom, big old wave of gold goes out there, kills everything, and you get a bunch of runes for it. Now, I'm going to show you what you'll get if you have the gold scarab and you eat a pickled fowlfoot, the gold pickled fowlfoot, which is, hold on, it is these things right here. You pick these up out in the game world, and you can also craft them. Now, the materials to craft them, I don't have them, so I can't tell you what it requires to make it. Or I might not even have the recipe. The recipe is sold by Patches. If you did kill Patches, which Patches is... where is he at? Patches is in this cave, I believe. If you did kill Patches, you picked up his bell bearing, and you can give that to the two ladies at the Table of Lost Grace, and they will basically have their shop for you. Now, to upgrade this thing, it does cost somber smithing stones. You can look up how to get those. There's a bunch of good ways. You don't really have to farm them. You can find bell bearings for somber smithing stones 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, or however many it goes up. But the only ones you won't be able to buy infinitely are the ancient dragon smithing stones. Now, those are far and few between. I believe there's only a limited number in the game. I don't know how many. I don't know if they pulled a Bloodborne. If you ever played Bloodborne, the Blood Rock was what you used to +10 a weapon, and there was only one of those in the entire base game. I don't know if they did it like that or not. That's why I didn't +10 this one. But +9, as you can see, it does the job pretty well. Boom, you hit him right there. Now I'm going to explain how you get this after you beat the game. If you didn't know, keep in mind there will be some spoilers. I will talk about the last boss, so just keep that in mind. If you don't want to hear it, then close the video out. If you do, then we're about to get into it. So after you have beaten the game, you want to go to the round table hold and go into here, where these nasty looking two fingers are, and speak to Enia's carcass. I don't know if there's a way to keep her alive or not, but I don't know. But you want to go to receive power from remembrance, and you will see, I'll throw up a screenshot, you'll see the remembrance from the Elden Beast, and you want to buy the sword. The sword is called Sacred Relic Sword, and in order to use the LT, you need 22 faith. If you don't have 22 faith, you can't use the LT on it. And yeah, that is that. And obviously you want the other stats and stuff, so it does damage and whatnot. Now, to upgrade it, obviously, if you've beaten the game, you go over to this dude and you upgrade it. And you're going to be using somber smithing stones. And also, To get to the location, that's what I'm about to get into now, you want to either have done an NPC quest that I've talked about in a previous video. That's, well, it doesn't really start here, but White Mask or Var, he usually is chilling right here at the first step once you start the game. And then after you defeat Godric and speak to Enya, he will be up here. You talk to him there, he sends you on a quest where you're going to these different locations. And then after you have done that, then he gives you an item that you use to teleport down here, or to teleport down to that place. And that item is the Pure Blood Knight's Medal. That's one way you can get down there. But if you've already beaten the game and you have this section way up here, this section of the map unlocked, you can head right here, this exact spot on the map. There'll be a teleporter that you can use. And it'll teleport you to Mogwin's Palace, that place that we were just at, which is down here, right here on the map. And it'll spawn you like in a cave up here, but you can easily walk down and get to this grace. Now, if you use the Pure Blood's Knight's Medal, this item right here, you use it, and it will TP you to a specific spot in Mogwin's Palace. And I'll show you how you can get to the area. You'll spawn right here. You won't have a map, but if you go up these stairs, over here, there's a dead body. I believe on him, he has the map. He's either got it or the map is sitting over here somewhere. I know it's up here, though. But when you do spawn in, you don't want to go up those staircases. You want to make your way straight. And you want to dodge a whole bunch of stuff. There's going to be a whole bunch of stuff trying to kill you. And we're just going to kind of dodge all that and keep going. And up here is your grace. And that's how you get to the grace from the spawn point that you come in here with the Pure Blood's Knight's Medal. Now, if you come here through the snow area teleporter, you'll spawn like up there. Let me pull out a bow. I don't have one, actually. You'll spawn somewhere like up there. And you'll have to run down and you'll get on top of this thing right here, and then you'll be able to jump down. And then once you do jump down, you'll just run over there to the grace. And then that'll be where it is. And if you do end up getting yourself this weapon, you can come over here, stand right here, hit them with that big old wave of gold, and you'll get a ton of runes. Actually, I didn't eat the pickled fowl foot, but it'll be like give or take 10k or so more. Sometimes, though, there's a chance that these enemies will spawn with golden eyes. And if that does happen... what I mean by that is their eyes will literally be like glittering with gold, and if that does happen, you'll get 5 times more souls from them. And normally with just the gold scarab, you get 2,400, so you'll be getting like 10k from that one. I don't know if we'll be able to get one to spawn, unfortunately, but you might see them. It can happen with the bird down there. If you don't have this weapon or anything like that, there's a bird that spawns down here that you can snipe at. This is a very famous spot. I have a full video on this, and it's also a full tutorial on how to get here through the NPC quest if you want to use that. I also have a full tutorial on how to get here without the NPC quest, but with the gold scarab, that thing gives you roughly 13,000 runes, which is pretty good, and you snipe it. Once you hit it, sit down at the fire, redo, reuse, and recycle. But this one is way better. Come up here, hit all them things, go ahead and turn around. Come back over here, sit down at the grace, get back up, and get back to doing it. As you can see, I've only done it a few times in this video just to show you, like as an example, and we've already gotten ourselves over 250,000 runes. So this is pretty crazy. And yeah, if you want to do some farming before New Game Plus, or whatever the case is, you can hit this and do it. And there you go. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it for the video. If you guys did like this video, then drop it a like. If you dislike this video, then drop it a dislike. I'll probably make another video on this location on how you can do this without this weapon. It won't be as good, but there's an alternative method that you can use at a lower level to go ahead and hit these people over here for their runes. Like I said, also, like that ghost was just doing, you can snipe that guy over there if you don't have the required amount of, the required story progression to do this. I understand that's a lot you got to do. You got to beat the whole game. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. If you guys did like this video, then drop it a like. If you dislike this video, I already said that. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
LBB, you done did 'em